Hi, everybody, and happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday at 1 o'clock. So that means it is time for some small BS with Jess. So, my name is Jessie. I am Jessie Wild from Wild Jessie Consulting, and I do business consulting. And over time, I have found that businesses, especially small businesses and brick and mortar businesses right now, have been struggling. And I have thought I would just throw my 2 cents in. So I've started this little mini series on Tuesdays to kind of just go over little tips, tricks, and strategies to basically help your business thrive. And yes, even in a pandemic, because I have been dealing with companies recently. And one of the biggest things that I've been hearing them talk about and that I've come up with every single meeting that I do, I always talk about dependability. Okay. And I usually put it in little simpler terms, and some might see it as a little bit of aggressive terms, but I say, show up, just show up. That's what I always say. So you've seen other videos before that I've done, probably. If you go back to old YouTube, Jessie, you'll see where I talk about it. And I am passionate about it because I think that is one of the biggest defining things that will separate a thriving and succeeding company from one that is failing. And that 9 times out of 10, if the owner asks themselves if they are dependable, that will lead to a lot of issues and a lot of problems that they can fix. So let's start with, what is dependability? Okay. So dependability, okay, basically, if you look it up right now, dependability, it's a quality of being able to be counted on and relied upon. Okay. It's when you do what you say you're going to do. That's what dependability is. Okay. So that's being good to your word. Okay. Being good to your word. That's dependability. So when you are a business, just like if you were a person in a relationship, okay, you got to think of it like that. Think of it, you're in a relationship with your customers, with your clients, with your potential clients. Okay. When you're in a relationship and the person never keeps their promises, you want nothing to do with them. It's it's a toxic relationship. Well, people have this funny thing where they tend to go in the same terms as they do for a business relationship that they would in a personal relationship. So if you, as a business, are somebody that is dependable, that when you say you're going to be here at this time, that you're going to be here, when you say you're going to put this service in for this price, and you go ahead and you do that, you're dependable. Okay. They find security in that, they find safety in that, and they're going to go to you. Okay. Because when you keep promise, or when you make a bunch of promises, so you all get in that, especially with brick and mortar businesses right now, I'm sure a lot of people feel like they have this need to make all these big promises and say, oh, we have these things going, we have this thing. And it's because, you're scared and you want that. But those people that can just show up and that are consistently there, even without the bells and whistles, your customers may go and whatever in confusing times or whatever, they might go and they might come, but they'll always come back as long as you're there. Okay. Because there might be the next shiny thing that comes on somebody's door. Okay. If you're not always ahead of the curve or innovative, then, there might be somebody else that comes on the corner. They're big, they're shiny, they're new. But if they don't show up, if they are having issues with things, or they're making promises they can't keep, then your customers are going to come back to you. Okay. They're going to come back to you because you're there, you're tried, you're true, you're a safety net. You're safe for them. So yeah, I mean, just dependability is so important for a new business. It's so important for an established business. The longer you're there and the longer you've been able to claim that you're there, you're going to succeed in business. Okay. If there's 3 shops, there's 3 laundromats right next to each other. Okay. 3 laundromats right next to each other. One's got great price, one's got great service, and the other one's got, it's just kind of a in between. Okay. Great service, great price. They're awesome, but they never are there. They're never there. Okay. Those people, yes, they might try this one. They might try this one, but the second they need this one and they're gone, or the second they need this one, and they're gone and they're not there, they're going to go and they're going to go for the person that's open. They're going to go for the person that's dependable. They're going to go for the person that if they call and they have their load of laundry and they want to go and put it in and they know this person's going to be here, this person's going to be, accessible to me, they're going to go with that person. Okay. So there's simple steps you can make to be more dependable. Okay. And this is just like people, like I said, it's a personal relationship with your clients, with your customers. So if you want to be more dependable, simple steps. Again, don't make promises you can't keep, was from the last one, but be realistic, be honest with yourself. What can you handle? What can you maintain? Okay. If you are the only person running your business, you can't be in two places at once. So don't promise to be doing this and doing that at the same time, because you're not going to be able to live up with that. Someone's going to be disappointed. You're going to lose a customer. And then when you lose that customer, you're going to carry on whatever just happened with them. They're going to say, oh, I don't work with them. I went with them and they ended up double booking me. And I would go with somebody else who will answer your call and be there. Okay. So don't go within your means. Okay. If you only have yourself, or if you only have you and another person, don't do more than what you can feasibly and honestly do. Okay. Because if you do, people are going to get upset, or it's going to get around and nobody's going to want to go to you. It's just a reality. It's sad. It's true. It's honest. It's harsh, but it's real. Okay. So, be honest with yourself. Make hours, even if it's one day a week. If you're open one day a week and you are open and there that one day, every single day that week, right? Okay. If somebody's here, tell me if you've been here. If you guys are live, to let me know if you've been to a place and you've gone there and you like, okay, there's always signs on the door, or they have hours and they're never there during those hours. It's frustrating. It's so irritating. It's so frustrating. You do not want to be in that place because you're like, oh, I can't ever get to them. And maybe you really want to try their service. Maybe I really, really want those pants, but you can't get them because they're never there. Okay. You're going to move on. You're going to move on because we don't have time for that. Okay. We're living busy lives too. So just when you make hours, when you do something, show up for them. If you're online only or like you're by appointment only, that's great. Make your appointments. Okay. When somebody emails you, answer that email. When somebody calls you, answer that call. It's that simple. Okay. So next thing, because I want this to be kind of quick. So can you restore dependability? It's really, really hard, guys. It's really hard. You can do it. You just have to, it takes time. You have to show up. Okay. It's a lot easier. I always tell my kids, there's two things you can't get back: honesty and integrity. Because the second you burn somebody on those two, you won't be able to get them back very easily or very quickly. It's going to be a lot harder going in and repairing that than just starting it out right away. Okay. So that's my tips on dependability. Okay. I want to make sure to do a shout out too. I'm super excited for everybody. I'm in the new space here at the Innovation Hub in Muskegon, and I'm super excited. It's great. And it's such an amazing space. I'm super happy to be here. Just signed in today. Again, thanks to Andy O'Reilly for O'Reilly Media Company. It's going to be it's a blast hanging out with them. And I want to do a shout out to my girl, Michelle, as far as somebody for dependability and always showing up. She runs Taking Back Muskegon. I know you guys have seen me hooting and hollering out for that. And I want to say she's got an event coming up on Sunday, COVID friendly 5-on-5 event at Smith Ryerson Park in Muskegon. And all the proceeds are going to helping them get that first building for that 24-hour youth crisis center. And I'll put the links in there for that because I want this to be quick, but just, she's always there, always showing up. And there are businesses like that. And those are the ones that you go to. Those are the ones that you're drawn to. And those are the ones that you want to support and you love. So, when you see those people that are always there, that are always dependable, that are always pushing through, you go to them. You want to be there with them and you enjoy it. It creates that sense of security, that sense of safety, that sense of family, that relationship that you're building with them. Okay. So yeah, that's what I think on dependability. If you need me, go ahead. You can always give me a call. You can email me, Jessie@wildjessie.com. Feel free to go to my website. I'll put the link below. And yeah, let me know. Did you have anything like this happen? What are your tips? What do you think is the most frustrating thing with dependability? Let me know what you think here, okay? You guys have a wonderful Tuesday, and I'll be back on again on Thursday night for Mom on a Mission. So if you are a mom and you're watching this, or you just want to see what moms are thinking about, then catch me there too. All right? Bye, guys.